Good morning, students. Today in SST we will go through the chapter because today I will take a revision test of exercises. So once again we will go through roughly about the chapter of that chapter 5, the layers of the earth, and then I will send you the questions and you will write the answers and give it to me. Okay, only exercises and only exercises you will give in your test, revision test, and you can write it in your rough copy or test copy also. You can write it. Don't write it in your fair copy. Write it in your rough copy, or if you have test copy where you give your revision test, you give it in that only. Okay. And on Saturday, we will, after the computer class, we will give you the class test marks. The class test which you have given, so that marks we will give you on Saturday after the classes gets over. That is 11:30. So let's get started with the 5th chapter only. Revise it, and then I will give you the question answers, and you will write the answers and send it to me in your rough copy. Okay, so let's get started. So students, the layers of the earth I had already explained you, but because today I will take your revision test, so I am explaining it once again. Our earth is a wonderful planet. We all know that it is a wonderful planet because life exists on it, and we have how many layers? Lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. What is lithosphere? It is the layer on which we live. The layer on which we live, it is the lithosphere. The earth can be divided into 3 parts. In 3 parts the earth is divided. The innermost part is the core, the middle part is the mantle, and the outermost part where we stand is called the crust. The lithosphere consists of the crust and the thin upper layer of the mantle. The lithosphere is solid in nature with an average thickness of about 100 kilometers. The lithosphere is uneven. Uneven means it is not plain and has landforms like plains, mountains and deserts. Means it is not only plain, but mountains are also there, deserts are also there, so it is uneven. The lithosphere is always in constant motion as it stands on tectonic plate. So it is on motion, it is moving. This movement of the tectonic plate is responsible for geological phenomena such as earthquakes and volcanic eruption. When the tectonic plates it is moving more rapidly, then volcanic eruption take place or earthquakes take place. Then what is atmosphere? It is the layer where the various gases which are essential for life exist. Our atmosphere absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiation of the sun. It absorbs it and it keeps the earth warm by retaining the sun's heat and saves us from extreme variation between day and night temperatures. Means if there was no atmosphere, then extreme temperature would have been there because the sun's rays would have been direct. So atmosphere is composed of many types of gases. So first is troposphere. This is the lowest, and one more thing, that earlier oxygen was absent from our atmosphere. As soon as the microorganisms such as viruses and bacteria evolved, they started converting carbon dioxide into oxygen, giving the present composition to our atmosphere. Then these are the layers. Troposphere, this is the lowest layer. It is closest to the earth's surface. It is warmest and contains 90% mass of the atmosphere. Then stratosphere, it contains the ozone layer which saves us from ultraviolet radiation of the sun, and aeroplanes fly in this layer. Then mesosphere, layer where most meteors burn while entering our atmosphere. Meteors, there are small stone types or small particles which enters our earth. So what does it do? It burns them. Then thermosphere, it is the hottest layer, and the temperature in this layer can rise up to 1500 degrees Celsius. Then exosphere, it is the uppermost layer of our atmosphere. Many weather satellites orbit in this layer. Then we come to the hydrosphere. It is the total amount of water present on earth in all three forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. Water covers 71% of the earth's total surface in the form of oceans, seas, rivers and other water bodies. Water is present in huge quantities at the poles in the form of solid ice. It also constitutes roughly 1% of the water vapor in the form of clouds and fog. Means 1% is in cloud and fog form. Then the first life forms are believed to have evolved in water. Every life form on earth is directly or indirectly dependent on the hydrosphere, and it plays a very crucial role, very important role in regulating earth's temperature. I told you that which sphere plays an important role in regulating earth's temperature and climate. So it is hydrosphere. Then we come to the biosphere. So what is biosphere? It consists of all the living things on our planet, from microorganism to the giant whale. All living things are part of the biosphere. This is the sphere which interacts with all the other spheres and depend on them for survival. Scientists believe that between 3 million and 30 million species might exist on this earth. Means scientists believe that there are so many species, but identification, only how many identify? 1.3 million species. And although biosphere is smaller than the other spheres, yet it has been instrumental in bringing about changes in other spheres. The present atmosphere, for example, is a result of the chemical activities. The chemical activities carried out by the living beings. The fossil fuel in the lithosphere is formed by the decomposition of the dead organism. When the animals or plants, they die, then it is decomposed in the mud and fossil fuel is formed. Then earth has the most diverse condition for supporting life. Everything that we have around us and all the resources that we use form our environment. The most unique thing about our environment is that it is non-static. You see, the meaning of static is lacking any kind of movement or change. Means static means that, but it is non-static means it has movement. It is very dynamic. It consists of living and non-living elements. Our environment works in a strong interdependence with all the elements. Our environment provides for the basic needs like food, air, water, shelter and suitable temperature to all the living beings. However, human activities like cutting off forest and polluting river have increased harm and harmed our environment. So this chapter is done, and from fill in the blanks and circle the correct options, I will give you the revision test. Okay, thank you.